What's up everybody, Justin with AmericanMuscle.com here with some absolutely scorching hot Mustang news fresh off the presses from Ford. That's right, horsepower figures are in for the 2018 Mustang finally, and we're gonna break them down. But first, subscribe to our YouTube channel for the best Mustang content on the interwebs and so much more. But let's get to the important news first, and that of course is the 2018 Mustang GT, which is now making, drumroll please, 460 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque at the crank, confirmed by Ford. Now this is actually a little bit higher than these gauge cluster Easter eggs we saw on Ford's site a little while back. Ford released this news on Monday of this week with a video titled "Amazing Things You Can Do in Under 4 Seconds," where it finally divulged the highly anticipated numbers we have all been waiting for. And since the unofficial or official measurement stick amongst auto journalists and enthusiasts alike seems to be the Alpha chassis Camaro, it is worth pointing out that the 2018 Mustang GT now makes 5 more horsepower than the SS while trailing in the torque category by 35 foot-pounds. But this is a great time to remind you guys to get involved in the discussion. What do you think of these numbers? Are you happy with them? Are you kind of bummed about them? Did you want more? We want to know, so drop us a comment wherever you're watching this and get in the mix. Now, aside from the horsepower figures of the new Mustang GT, Ford also hit us with a pretty staggering fact in that video they released, saying that the GT can now hit 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, which is faster than that Camaro SS, along with a PDK-equipped Porsche 911 Carrera, which by the way will cost you roughly 2 of the 2018 Mustang GTs and then some. Now before you guys start puffing out your chest to all your bow tie and Porsche buddies out there, Ford does say this is only accomplished using the new 10-speed automatic equipped Performance Pack GT in drag mode. And let's take a step back from that statement, guys, because there's a lot to unpack there. First and foremost, this confirms the claim we made in an earlier episode of Mustang News, where Ford announced owners will now be able to grab a Performance Pack car, but with an automatic behind it. That's something that wasn't available on the first S550 cars. Secondly, this is one of the first times we are hearing about this new drag mode feature on the 2018 Mustang, which, according to Ford, will deliver the fastest shifting along with maximum torque delivery on the auto-equipped cars. Now, drag mode will also alter the MagneRide dampers, if equipped of course, helping you to promote weight transfer to the rear of the car on hard launches, which is completely awesome. Now, it should be noted, guys, that the drag mode will be available for both manual and automatic transmissions, but again, something that wasn't available on the early S550 Mustangs and something that is rather enticing. No, not that enticer, but one thing is for sure, the 2018 Mustang with that 10-speed auto is certainly going to send it. But we also can't forget about the stickier Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, which are certainly playing a big role in providing the much-needed grip to get the new Performance Pack Mustang off the line without completely blowing the tires off, which does lead me to my next question. Is the news of this faster shifting 10-speed with the drag mode enough to pull my manual owners over to the dark side, or are you Team Road till you die? Drop us a comment and let us know. Now, the 2018 GT isn't the only Mustang to pick up a little bit more power. In fact, the EcoBoost got a healthy dose of torque, bringing the total up from 320 to 350 pound-feet at the crank, while horsepower unfortunately remains the same at 310 horsepower. But even still, guys, the automatic equipped Performance Pack EcoBoost car can run down 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds, which is really hauling the mail. In fact, for comparison's sake, this is faster than an early 2000s WS6 Trans Am. Sure, there's a few years between those two cars, but still, you have to admit, very impressive from the little turbocharged 4-banger. And listen, I know a lot of guys out there like to talk smack on the little 4-banger Mustang, but 310 and 350 from the factory is pretty respectable. Factor in an aftermarket tune, which unlocks huge power on these cars, and at the end of the day, you have a fun, torquey rear-wheel drive car that does avoid all of the GT's insurance premiums. Now, the Mustang's online configuration tool should be live this week. In fact, as this video goes live, you can probably check that out over on Ford's site. And this is just going to be a great way to allow users to build and price out their ideal Mustang, which hopefully should be hitting dealer lots sometime this fall. And in case you're wondering, I'll take mine in white with the stick and the Performance Pack, please. But last but not least, let's move on to everyone's favorite portion of Mustang news, the part where I give away free stuff. What's not to like, really? Now, this time around, the gang over at Raxium gave me the okay to give away a free set of taillights as long as they're under 500 bones, which is a majority of the category. Now, this could be your chance to grab the love it or hate it Halo taillights, now in new and improved S197 flavor, or you could go with a classic like a Gen 5 or something of the smoked variety. Either way, guys, comment, subscribe. I don't have to tell you anymore. Make me proud. Leave me a cool comment. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. And for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.